Hey guys, welcome back to the virtual studio. I'm here with an eyeball, as always, and I'd like to teach you a little bit about its structures in case you're curious what the different parts of the eye do. If you want to follow along at home, I have a QR code that you can scan and create an augmented reality version of this eyeball model that you can use at home to learn each of the little parts as I go through it. Now, the first part's the cornea. It's the clear part, kind of like a snow globe that allows the light to come in. It is a super specialized portion of the eye that does most of the heavy lifting when it comes from bending the light, and it has to be kept perfectly clear so that the image quality is high. If we move past that, the most obvious thing you'll notice is the iris. For this patient, I gave them blue eyes, but obviously they can have brown eyes. The iris is a muscle, and what it does is it flexes in and out, in and out. And by doing so, it can adjust the amount of light that's getting into the eye. If there's too much light in the environment, it'll constrict down. If there's not enough, it goes wider to allow more light in. And the pupil, I think some people get confused about this sometimes, the pupil is not really a thing, it's a space. It's where the iris isn't. It's just a hole. So the light goes in through the cornea, goes in through the pupil, and now it hits the lens. In this case, I gave the patient a cataract, but when you're born, the lens is crystal clear, very high quality, and it also helps bend the light, and it's capable of flexing. And that flexing helps adjust the prescription on the fly inside the eye. This is why when you're young, you're able to read up close and see far away, assuming you don't have any prescription, without issue. There's little muscles that pull on the strings that I also put into the model, and that helps pull and change the shape of the lens. This is called accommodation. So after we go through the lens, now we're humming through what's called the vitreous cavity. And here is a jelly. I decided not to make a model of this, but just imagine that there's a jelly there, and it doesn't really do much. It's just clear jelly that as an adult just sits around. When you're a baby being grown, it's very important. It helps with blood vessel growth and kind of creates a general structure for the eye. But after you're born, it's pretty much useless. So if we keep going back farther, we end up hitting the retina, which is the red part in the back. And the retina does a lot of important things, right? It's actually technically brain tissue. And so what it does is it converts the light information that you're getting from looking around and turns that into electrical signals that it then conducts to what's called the optic nerve. That's that yellow circle right over there. And that information is then taken to the brain. Now the retina, like any structure, needs oxygen. So there are blood vessels as well that you'll see on the model, and that helps deliver blood to the retina and then take it away. There's a lot more detail I did not include in this model, but that's just a basic concept of what an eyeball is and how it works. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.